Hey guys, Nandro here. Gonna show you a quick game of my control sword list versus another sword. Alright, so my hand's pretty bad to start off with. I only have a maid leader, and I need to try to get a 3-drop so that way I can curve into Geno and be maybe okay. I get a 5-drop, which is nice. He has Luriel here. Again, I just really need to play for this turn to be fine. I don't get it, so I have to go face. And here he just smorks. Yeah, I draw my 3-drop off curve, which is sad. I go Geno here. To be honest, it was probably also okay to just go Blitz Lancer here, but I really wanted to make him feel like he wanted to use this Luriel Evo so that way he didn't just Evo Floral Fencer. And he smorks my face, and then has his own Geno. Alright, I'm gonna pause here. For this turn, it was really important for me to clear both of his guys off the board, just because 8 damage is a lot of damage, and if I only went Lumi Mage, he could just value trade into me and then put me further behind. So I take this line, but this line it does get punished if he has Albert Evo, but he hasn't used the maid leader yet, so he has to have naturally drawn it, which is possible, but also semi unlikely. So I just go for the full clear here. I'm also down to one Evo. Well, sorry, one real Evo versus his anywhere from versus his two on board, but potentially more if he has Lumi mages. He has the maid leader, which is good because that's not an Albert, and his turn is relatively weak. So I slam down Gawain here just because Gawain has rush, and it also doesn't immediately die on board, so it's just nice for me. It also reduces both the Lumi mages in my hand, so later if I draw a 4-drop, I can combo those with Lumi Mage on 8. However, next turn is 100% going to be my Sahakuyo turn. He plays his Lumi Mage and hits me for 1, and then develops the Vanguard. I draw my Amelia. My Amelia will be good for next turn. I go ahead and give my last Evo here because he has 7 on board with an Evo and potentially 11 with Alwidas, and that's too much for me to deal with. And the Lucifer heals me for 4 to put me back to put me right back in a semi comfortable range, and to help recover off the damage that I took earlier for missing my curve. Here he has a Tsubaki. That's annoying for me because the Tsubaki is stealthed. Um, if you ever played Sword back during ROB, they'll know that that stealth Tsubaki is actually one of the more terrifying cards in Sword, just because you can combo it with Albert to hit very high damage thresholds, such as 10 without Evo and up to 14 to 16 with Evo, and that's a lot of damage. Also, Sword doesn't really have AoE, so this makes my turn kind of hard, but I do have a very good play. Because he has 3 cards on the board, I can go Amelia to get the Gelt. The Gelt will be a 0 cost. I can play the Gelt, get the ward. So that right there is already a 5/6. Then I can also play the Lumi Mage, um, get the Lumi Knight, and then also get a free Evo to evolve whatever I want. And overall, that should be, let's see, 12, 6. that should be about 12, 10 or so, or sorry, either 12, 12 or something like that worth of stats, and should help me take back the board. Also, because there's so much on the board, there's a lot of stuff that he's gonna want to kill, and he has to go through a ward to do so. He does have Evos, so he can in fact use the Evos to do so. However, I still have another Sahakiel in my hand as well as another Lucifer, and the Lucifer is going to heal me when it comes out. So he goes Fangblade here. He Evos the Maid, so the Maid will So the maid is gonna crash into the 3-2, which I think might have been a mistake, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, it wasn't a mistake. But he does smork me down here. So here, I draw the whole soul. So that lets me clear the Fang Blade while retaining a creature on board, and then go Saha Lucy to go ahead and kill the Tsubaki, as well as push me to 11. 11 is really key here because that means he can't just Albert Evo and clear the board. I also now have successfully retaken board, and he has one Evo left. So at this turn, if he doesn't have Albert, he's gonna be in a bad spot. I'm not sure if he had Albert for this play, but if he did, then the correct play was to go Albert Eva and double clear my board. However, he doesn't. I play the Lumi Mage. I get another Lumi Knight. I go ahead and Evo the Knight so I can push quite a bit of damage, or I can use it to trade. I'm gonna go ahead and use it to trade. He's used one Albert now, and I go ahead and get a full clear. So he needs to have Grimnir here, or he has to have Albert here. But instead he has Alwidas, and he evos the pirate. And he clears the Lumi Mage. However, I have the Lucifer in my hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the Viking, I believe it is, and then play my Lucifer so I can heal again. This will be my third time healing with the same Lucifer, and that pushes me up to 12. And then he realizes that there's nothing he can do, so he concedes. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your comments down below, and thank you for watching.